Hello YouTubers, I'm back. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Sometimes I get a little wrapped up and stuff I have going on. So I just want to say hello and welcome back to anybody else who's watching. Thank you for subscribing and watching my video. My name is Doris. I am promoting and assisting in people with albinism, just in case like people have questions and stuff like that, because as you can see, I have albinism. I am African American, and what like I really was trying to touch on was talking about questions that people have, because I've been asked like the craziest questions ever. I know some people are it's out of curiosity, some people it's out of ignorance, some people are just rude. Let's face it. But so first of all, what I want to say is that anything that has color can have albinism. Anything that has pigment, that is what albinism is. It's a lack thereof pigment or melanin in the skin. So you can see a white pumpkin, since it's Halloween time. A white pumpkin is a regular pumpkin. It just has no pigment. So it's white. Just because you have albinism and your skin is white does not mean that you are mixed in any way, fashion, or form. You can be. That is not the reasoning for you to be fair-skinned. So, one question I was asked a lot growing up, and still to this day, can I see in the dark? No. It is a lot more comfortable for my eyes the dimmer the light, because of the fact that my eyes are sensitive to light, because they have no pigment to protect them like the average person does. There are two different kinds of albinism. There is regular pigment albinism of the skin and body, of the skin on the body, and there is ocular albinism. Some people just have ocular albinism. You might see a dark-skinned person, or not even just a dark-skinned person, but a person with blue eyes that you would never think would have blue or gray eyes. And that is not just because something, it possibly is ocular albinism. Not saying that all people that are light-skinned with blue eyes or gray eyes have ocular albinism, but that is a condition that causes people's eyes to be blue or gray. The girls that have albinism tend to have worse vision. Boys have bad vision too, but a lot of the girls have worse vision than the men. Why? I don't know. I have yet to find out. There are people that get together, that may be two people that start a family that both have albinism, and none of their kids will have albinism. There are people like I who have partners that did not have albinism, and none of my children have albinism at all. Some people in the same family makeup as me, with me and my children's father, they might have all children that have albinism. They might have one, they might have none. As the same with two people that have albinism that get together. None of their kids have to have albinism. One might, two might, and one might not. There's a lot of different patterns that could come in. So just because you have albinism does not mean that your children have to have albinism. And just because you don't, not just because you don't, you have to excuse me. My mother and father, neither one have albinism. Me and my brother, we share the same mother and father, and only I have albinism. Actually, I am the only individual in my family, as far back as we can trace, that has albinism. There are some people that have lots of people with albinism in their family. Some don't. I've heard that in other countries, it is taken as a bad thing for a child to have this condition. And lots of other rural countries and stuff like that, they will get rid of the child. They will put the child up for adoption. Maybe years ago, they might have killed the child, or banished the family because they thought they were cursed. Thank God that we don't live in that type of society here now and today. But, I still deal with hardships. People are rude. People are mean. You know, they can be very cruel. Kids are cruel. For one thing, they don't understand, and sometimes it's what they are taught at home, which I teach my children to be kind and open-minded to all different walks of life. Actually, my daughter last year had two children that came to her school that had albinism. So that was an experience, because she's seen somebody that was like her mother that she had to deal with on a daily basis. And the wonderful daughter that I do have made sure that she was not rude to them and did not allow other people to be rude to them to the best that she could. And that's wonderful because I had a hard time in school growing up. It was horrible. I still do today, but I'm more comfortable in my skin now today than I was when I was younger because at home I wasn't taught that I was different. I didn't know anything until I went out into the world. And there's still nothing wrong with me. You know, who's to say what's wrong and what's right? My higher power made me this way because this is the way he wanted me to be. And I trust and believe that everything he does is right. So I think I'm perfect in his eyes. Um, so, um, one more question, and I know this is silly, but the question's out there. Every hair on my body is the same color. It's blonde. I have albinism everywhere. So, all the hairs that grow out of me are blonde. This isn't my hair. This is a quick weave that I do. I love color because I've learned that being all blonde all over can be boring. It's okay. I love my golden hair. It's wonderful, but I like to try different things. You know, I'm 30 years old now, so, you know, I'm trying different things. I do makeup on myself for my own sake. It makes me feel good. So, I don't know if there's any other questions like that you might think of that I didn't touch on or anything like that, which I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that people might have to ask. Don't, no problem with dropping it in the comments and maybe I can answer it, maybe I can't. Maybe I can point you in a direction to an answer. But please like, share, and subscribe. And there will be more videos to come. If you have any subjects that you might want me to touch on, I have no problem with taking any suggestions. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys next time.